Now the question is there false apostles or unholy? Does God send false apostles? Well, I'll take you to the Old Testament, and there was this king of Israel called King Ahab. Now King Ahab, God came and asked this question: who can seduce this king? Who can trap this king? Who can make this king fall into wrongdoings? God said, who can do that? Satan came along and said, I can. He said that to God, I can. What I'll do, I will bring my foul spirit and bestow it upon that king, and then I'll let his all prophets to prophesy wrongly until he starts doing wrong things and finally destroying himself. So the false apostles are influenced by Satan, and you'll find them all in the church, the holy and the unholy. That's why those who attacked the Lord Jesus were people of the church, temple. The temple of the Old Testament is the church of the New Testament. What's the difference? So who attacked the Lord Jesus? Not strangers. Those who went against him, those who sold him, those who said crucify him, they were his own people, the people of the temple, the Israelite, the worshippers of the true divine God. They ended up being the crucifiers of the true divine God. And today, when you speak the truth, who attacks you first? Christians, not strangers. Christians. They crucify you, because whatever happened to your master will happen to you if you are walking in the footprints of the Lord Jesus. When a person is distant from God, foul spirit will accompany that person. When a person is distant from God, foul spirit will accompany that person. And then what happened to that person? He starts working, going, coming, talking, doing things, thinking he is doing everything right, yet without knowing, everything he does is wrong. Why? Because he's being influenced by foul spirits, and when Satan controls, that person becomes blind. No matter what they say or do, they won't even realize they're doing it wrong. Satan can blind anyone who is distant from Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Don't ever think you are smart enough for Satan. You're not. The moment you leave the Lord Jesus, Satan will devour that person, and they won't even know what hit them. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Even if that person is a pope, a patriarch, a cardinal, a bishop, a priest, or someone who is faithful. Doesn't matter. Don't think you're the pope, that's it. Satan can't. No. He will turn you around and spin you around so fast you'll lose track. Where your head is and where your feet are, you lose track. I'm going to show you. The only one who protects you from Satan is the Lord, is God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Not your wealth, not your education, not your intelligence. Nothing. It's the Lord. The other side is totally different. In the spiritual path, you cannot use your head. One day we're going to talk about spiritual life. In the spiritual path, this cannot function. Your intelligence cannot function. Why? Because it's something above and beyond your intellectual capacity. It's a spiritual path. The brain can only function in the tangible physical path. The moment you are out of the tangible realm, the brain will go numb. And it will become dumb. Numb and dumb. can't function. You need the Lord. You need the Lord. So when that person walks away from the Lord, Satan will influence that person and they won't even know what they're doing. They think they are doing the right thing, not realizing it is all wrong. Because distancing yourself from God will lead to spiritual blindness. Distancing one's self from God will lead to spiritual blindness. And today the world is spiritually blind. Doesn't matter you see physically. The physical side is nothing compared to the spiritual side. Without the spiritual side, the physical one is blind, even if it's opened. It's blind. That's why the world is acting absolute in blindness. And they are saying we are geniuses. The medical field is so advanced, we can modify viruses. The scientific field is so advanced, we can prove the existence of the universe. Give us another 13.5 billion years, we'll let you know. Because it's been over 13.5 billion since something exploded. So they need another 13.5 to find out whether they came from a gorilla or not. So the geniuses, they are now boasting about their superpower weapons. So come, Mr. Genius, you've created the nuclear weapon, correct? Yes, I'm a genius. Wow. So your wisdom, your genius led you to total human destruction. What a genius. So one rocket in Australia, you can kiss it goodbye. So this is the intelligence of the human being. Oh, and in recent times, it's gradually coming on board and it's going to explode, and I pray not, the AI, artificial intelligence. What a bunch of losers. Miserable losers, they don't know any better. Blinded by Satan. Why? Because they denied God, who is Jesus Christ. Satan is controlling them. Brilliant, genius losers. Well, when someone distances themselves from God, that will lead them to spiritual blindness. On the other hand, if someone gets closer to God, the holy apostles will accompany that person. This is where we come. Those who get closer to God, the holy apostles will accompany that person. Who are the holy apostles? The angels of heaven.